Hi and welcome to today's video where I have my beauty purchases for the months of March, April and May. I haven't done them each month because particularly in the first couple of months that I'm going to talk about, I bought very little, but I've got everything out in front of me. So I shall start with the earliest. So in March, I just bought a couple of items. I got a set of brushes from Amazon and I wanted a concealer brush. So I bought this set. And because it has like a what they call a kitten paw type brush that's slanted, and it is very soft. I have yet to use it though, to be honest. And there is one that can be used, I suppose it can be used for foundation or for concealing again. It's a bit big for eyes, but that is a similar shaped brush. And then finally, I think this is a foundation brush, and it seems to be quite nice. And I think it's a bit like the BK Beauty have a blender brush that's similar in shape. These are, what I do like about these is they are small, they haven't got very long handles, so I prefer that. So they fit into a little bag that I use. So they were about £8 plus delivery on Amazon. And then I got from a local market store that has been doing beauty for many years, a little sample or a travel size of the Laura Geller Balance and Bright, is it Baked Bronze and Brighten in medium. So I've got the fair. This only costs £6, but there isn't much in it, 1.8 gram, but it's on a clay pot, so the container is quite heavy because of the clay. And there it is. Now I will say in tone it's quite pinky and it looks very similar to the fair, which is a cool pink tone, except this is slightly darker. So this medium is also, can you see, very pink toned. So it is to mimic sunburn or as the sun catches your face. So I'm glad to have that, and it was, like I said, inexpensive. Then going on to March, I purchased a L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and that is a primer for lashes. Now it's empty because I'm using this at the moment. I prefer this to the Dior one, which I recently was in my empties. So this is one that I really do like. It's around, I think it's around £12, something like that. But often with L'Oreal, you can have buy three, get one free. So that makes it a little bit cheaper. But I've just picked up this one. I may get three going forward, because I probably would use 2 a year, maybe 3. But yes, I'm enjoying using that. I think the next lot, I think this lot was from also from Amazon, so I may have bought that with the Amazon brushes, but I'm not sure. I got a Rose Sun Shield. So this is a jelly that is an SPF for the body, and it has a rosy glow through. So I thought, I don't often show my legs, but I just thought on my arm, but I thought that would be nice to try. It's had quite good reviews. It's an Amazon find, an SPF. So I probably still would use my standard SPF and put that on top, I think. But it was inexpensive. I think it was around £13. And it's a glittery, coppery, but it blends out quite sheer. I got a couple of items. I think these were from Look Fantastic. Yeah, I got the Micellar Cleansing Milky Water, which is, it's rose, but I do like a milky formula. I prefer this for removing my face makeup to the standard rose clear. But the standard rose clear is good if you have stains on, for example, on your clothing, you can remove it better than this milky one, because this milky one may leave a bit of a residue. So I will always make sure I have a clear micellar water that's completely transparent, but I do like using that on my face. I bought 2. I think it was two for £10 or £8. I think 2 for £9.99 possibly, and I'm using one at the moment. I'm about a third through. And then I wanted to try this, and this was inexpensive. It's the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA. plus plus plus. So this is what a lot of people talk about. It's a Korean brand, and it's supposed to be very good with makeup, so it doesn't peel apparently. So this is 50ml, and I do like, I mean, there's some very good European SPF that's very sophisticated, but also the Japanese and Korean brands also have very sophisticated sunscreen that isn't particularly obvious on the skin, and some are matte. I think this isn't necessarily a matte. I think it's got a slight glow to it, which is what I prefer, but there are different versions of a lot of creams, but this one has lots of very good reviews, and yeah, Beauty of Joseon, and I think these are available in Boots as well, but it might be a little bit more expensive than I paid for it. Then moving on to May. They were March, that was April, now I'm on to May. So in March and April, all was going well. Then in May, I bought quite a bit. So the first item was actually a gift. Mr. Bear bought this for me. It's Milani, and it's Romantic Rose powder blush in 01. So this is a beige rose. It is quite beige tone, and I haven't tried it as yet. It's still sealed. It does have a crack in it, and I bought it from Boots, but they all seem to have a slight crack through the centre of the rose. I'm sure it'll be fine, but this will probably be better in the wintry months, I would imagine. As we're going into summer, I probably won't use that at the moment. Then I bought some items in separate purchases from from Boop, which is a clearance website owned by the Hook Group, which own Look Fantastic and Cult Beauty. So I'm just going to randomly go through what I picked up. Some of these you may have seen in other videos, but I just wanted to do a roundup. The first one is an Illamasqua Seal Gel, and this is a bit like the Inglot Duraline. So basically it converts powders into liquids, and then it will, once they dry down, it becomes, a quite, I won't say a permanent seal, but you would need to have a makeup remover to take it off the skin. So it is multi-use, but a lot of people do use it to make powder eyeshadows into eyeliners. Liquid eyeliner, a flick on the eye, for example. Then I also picked up this was really a filler item to get free postage and packaging. I picked up two of the Nude by Nature. These are testers, but they're fully packaged. They didn't come in a box, and these are eyeliners in graphite. So that is a great. I thought on the website it looks as if they had glitter. It doesn't. It's a matte dark grey. It's got some warmth in the grey. It's not. It isn't the bluest of grey, but it is really nice. That is the shade there. So I bought two of them. I think they were $4.99 each, and I do like these as an alternative to black. I then picked up, I've got here by Gucci, I've got a Gucci powder eyebrow pencil, and this I think was about £7, I think. Certainly it was a lot. I think it's around £30 or £31 via Gucci. This is still available. This is overstock, and I bought this one. Now, what colour does it say? It's shade taupe 01. So they don't have a blonde, they have a taupe, and this is quite a powdery pencil. And which one is it? There it is. So I've just bought the one, and I thought I would give it a try, and it comes with its own little pencil sharpener as well in the box, which is really useful. So I do go through quite a lot of brow products quite quickly, so that will be starting to be used in the not too distant future. I also picked up a nail lacquer, 10ml. So this is in the shade Annabelle Rose 212. So a lot of their makeup is named, I've got women's names on, or girls' names, and I do like the packaging. It reminds me a bit of Paul and Joe's packaging from, I think it's from Japan, but there it is. So it is a beige, a pale beige. It's showing up a bit lighter than it is in real life. Probably the lighting, maybe the balance on the phone that I'm using, but This was, I think, £9.99. So I thought that was a good buy because it is, I think, about £28 for that one, or £30. And then the final item I picked up in this set was by Gucci. And I picked up a Gucci bronzer. And I'll just show you that. Not a bronzer, a powder. So this is the face powder in 01. Now there are some, there's one 000 and 0.5 and a 0.5. So there's 3 or 4 below this, but this is incredibly pale. The others are slightly pinky, but I don't particularly want a pink finishing powder. So it is a blotting powder or a setting powder. And it's got a mirror, and underneath the compartment, it quite easily flicks up, and there you have a powder puff. So it is quite deep. It's reasonably heavy, and I think it looks lovely, and it comes in its own little pouch, and that was £19.99 on Boop, and all of these were still available when I last looked in the last few days. So that was my haul from Gucci. And I also got free with it a Grow Gorgeous sensitive hair and scalp mask, which I shall use. I think this is, what is it, 30ml. So that was nice to get as a freebie. And then the final purchases you have seen before, because these were from Charlotte Tilbury, and in the last couple of weeks she had a sale, 20% off, and then it was a free light wand and beauty wand, and then it went to 20% off plus a wand. But they changed the wand tone from the champagne one to the Pillow Talk Fair, or the pale Pillow Talk. So I would have preferred a champagne to a pink, but regardless, it doesn't matter. So I got the Nudegasm face palette, which I never got when it was released about 3 years ago. I think they re-released it around 2.5 years ago, and then it's been released again. Apparently it's still limited edition, so how long they're going to keep it for, I don't know. But this one, out of all the face palettes, seems to be one that's the best reviewed. I'll try not to blind you. I'll try and tip it. It's going to be upside down, but there they are. So very nice. I'm glad at long last I got that, and I did get it at a discount with a 20% off. And I don't think this has ever been discounted, but really, really pleased. And it's got, the packaging is just so heavy, which is a good thing. It's not flimsy. At least I like it. I mean, if you were carrying it a lot around with you a lot, yes, it could get a bit wearisome. But yes, I'm very pleased with it. I do like weighty makeup. Then I also picked up, because the free item was with a certain amount of spend, I picked up a flawless filter, Hollywood Flawless filter in 2 Fair. And I think the one was just, I felt a little too bright for me. It would have worked. I don't know how to get into these. It's just so difficult to open because you put tabs on everything. So I'm going to try and get into it. There it is, the best one. So this is a tiny little one. This was reduced as well. And it's a champagne-y sort of shade. It's showing up lighter than it is in real life. I'll see if I can undo the cap. And it's one product I've never used. I've never tried this. But there it is. So yeah, doesn't have any particular scent. So I'll be glad to give that one a try. And then I also picked up the Magic Energy fragrance from Charlotte Tilbury, which is unisex. I mean, anyone can wear any fragrance they want, but this is particularly unisex, and because it has Palo Santo wood, so it's quite aromatic, earthy. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. It's definitely Palo Santo is the scent in this, because when I discovered this, I think Jo Malone had some fragrances with it in, and a few other companies, and I thought, this is wonderful, what is it? And it is obviously that wood, but it's spicy, yeah, woodsy, very, very unusual. Unless you're used to Palo Santo, absolutely gorgeous. Mr. Bear loves it as well. So I thought I'd pick up this 10ml, and I may pick up a full size at some point. I just don't like the bottle. I just think it looks quite hideous, the full size bottle, but that is lovely. And then the item I got free is the Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand in Pillow Talk. So it is the paler pink. I've got the medium, which is very, very dark, and I've got that on my cheeks there. But this is the standard. So I won't open this probably until I've finished or got as much use out of the medium. But that was nice to have, because that was worth £30. So they're all the items that I picked up over the course of 3 months. Let's see how long it is before I bring the next video to you. Hopefully at least another 3 months, meaning that I don't purchase anything much. But can I say thank you very much for watching, as I do appreciate that your time is valuable. So thank you for spending some of your time with me. Any thoughts, please let me know down below. Otherwise, hopefully I shall see you very soon. I do have some more unboxings coming up, and as the boxes come in, I will do a video. Otherwise, can I say, please take care of yourselves, and bye for now.